Christmas Eve, December 24th. And I finally gotten back up into this pecan tree that I top worked last spring. This should have been done some time ago, but I didn't get it done. And now here I am, going to unveil this graft. As you can see, one has lived. This one here has grown very well. This one here has died. Never came out. So 1 out of 2 is not bad doing this type of work. Take some of this material off and then get a better look at the graft. The sun's a bear. There you can see where it's grown into the trunk. That's a 1 year's growth. I can't even remember what this variety was. I'm going to have to go back and watch the other video and see what I put on here. A little messy here. A little bit of decay. But this has grown really nice. We'll trim this up before spring. I'll go with 1 central leader out of here. I do have another graft over here. This is a 4 flap. That's done very well. Stays really wet underneath there, and that's why you really want to get this off. I don't imagine the freezing, the thawing with that water under there is any good for it. But it should be fine. Don't know if you can see the individual flaps. There's one there, one there, one there. And down here we have another to unwrap. Put Ziploc bags around here initially for moisture retention. Yeah, pretty messy under here. But everything's alive, growing. Don't really need to worry about the rest of that. You can see the flaps that took. There's what grew last season. And we'll trim this up before spring. Okay, over here to the American persimmon tree, releasing some of these grafts that I put on last spring. These are early golden. I've got 4 of these on this particular branch on this American persimmon. Number 2, number 3. You can see how tightly wrapped these were, just because I waited so long to get them off. And that green, it should pop off. I've cut it there all the way through, and then when this tree starts growing next spring, it should just pop that right off and release it. I'm going to try to do this one-handed for the sake of the camera that's in my hand. You can see this one's got some foil under it that I put on with the graft. I've not tasted the early golden persimmon. Hopefully in a few years these limbs here will produce. Now once I get that outer paper off of there, I'm not going to fight this foil and then the grafting tape under that. As long as it's cut through, the tree will grow out of that next year. It'll pop that off of there. It'll dry it out. Should be in good shape. But you can see the graft, you can see how tight it is. That restriction right there. I may work on this just a little more to help it next summer to bust out of this, but I think the graft's okay. It'll be alright. I got one more to go up there. Anyway, just a quick follow-up.